David, and I get to help Gen Xers like myself stop worrying about retirement and start living the life that they deserve. So today, I want to sit down and have a conversation with you like two old friends, just kicking back, talking about life. I want to introduce myself a little bit more, tell you my story, so you get to know me a little. Uh, about 18 years ago, guys, I used to work in private security, and I used to travel around to all the jails throughout Ontario, pick up all the non Canadians who couldn't behave themselves. And for almost 10 years, I was in and out of every single jail and penitentiary throughout Ontario. And I'm very proud to tell you that I never committed a crime in order to do that. I had a lot of fun doing that. It was a very unique job. But by the end of it, I was getting burnt out. I was getting tired. I was getting frustrated because I was dealing with people that were not the best of people in the world to deal with. And, I realized that things had to change. My wife and I worked full time jobs and we were barely getting by. There was a lot of times where there was more month than there were money. And we realized that things had to change and we didn't know exactly how. And then I started looking online and found the MLM world and was lucky enough to find an incredible company that we did very well with and we were with for quite some time. But unfortunately, they changed their comp plan, they changed the way they did business, and it changed the way I did business. And we realized we had to get out of that because it wasn't working for us anymore. Now, guys, in 17 years, I've tried over 25 different businesses. Now, the reason for that is because I never wanted to allow somebody to have the ability to tell me when I could take vacation, when to work, when not to work. I didn't want to be tied down to a job again. I'd been there, done that. And once I had a little bit of a feeling of that freedom, I wanted more of it. Now, I got to tell you guys, when I got started in this, I thought I was doing really well. I'd found something where I could work from home, but the problems were if I wasn't working, my business wasn't working. If I wasn't working, my team wasn't working, I wasn't making money. My team wasn't working, I wasn't making money. And the most I was making is between 25 and up to 50% profit. And I thought, well, that's pretty good. But the problem again is, if things weren't going the way they're supposed to be going, some of that money went up line, right? And that was really frustrating, and I realized after a time that I was kind of spinning my wheels in the same fashion here and I needed a change again. And, I was thinking it was time to maybe get out of this industry and maybe go back to a job. I didn't know. I didn't know where to go next. But I was fortunate enough that one of my mentors, somebody that truly inspires me and I respect, sent me an email, said, "Hey, I found this. You need to take a look at this. This is something that you've been asking for." I was like, "Oh, not another MLM. I don't want to do that anymore." He was like, "No, this is not MLM. This is something totally different. This is digital marketing." I was like, "Oh, I don't know." He says, "Look, just take a look. I promise it's something totally different." So I was like, "Okay, let's take a look." So we looked at it and realized this was everything that I wanted. There was a blueprint to follow. There was no products to ship. Everything just seemed to go. I was like, all right, this is it. And I'm so thankful that I was introduced to digital marketing like this, guys. I don't know if you've ever been in an MLM or maybe you've done digital marketing before, but they are two totally different beasts. And it really makes a difference to know the difference. You know, with digital marketing, there is no product, right? There's no products to ship. There's products, don't get me wrong, but there's no products to ship, which is a big thing because in the MLM world, you've got to ship out products, and it can take 3, 5, 6 days sometimes to get to your customer. By that time, they've pretty much lost interest in what you're doing, right? So you could lose customers that way. And not only that, they've got to rebuy products every single month. And let me tell you, that can get expensive. You may love the products, don't get me wrong. I have some products that we absolutely love, okay? Most definitely. But being forced to be buying products every single month gets a little expensive. I'll be honest with you. With digital, there is no monthly, which is really nice, right? It's one time, boom, done. So that was really nice. Another thing for me was that 25 to 50% I told you about in the MLM world. It's like, okay, well, in digital marketing, it's 100%. And here's the thing, there's no upline, there's no downline, there's nobody getting in your way, nobody's stopping you, nobody's saying, oh, well, I didn't do that, so you're not going to make that money. This business is all you, 100%. And once I saw that and understood that, it really excited me because I realized if I could follow a blueprint and do what the leaders are doing, then I can make as much money as I want. There's nobody stopping me, right? And that's what's really nice about this. Once you learn the system, guys, there is nobody, and I mean nobody, stopping you from making as much as you want. Only person standing in your way will be you. And you're going to learn how to get out of your own way. Now, look, before we continue here, guys, maybe you're going, okay, this sounds great. I want to know more about this. Look, if you do, great. All you got to do is click the link in my bio, put your email in, watch some videos, get our 10K and 30-day blueprint, which I'll tell you more about in a few moments, and make the decision to get started. It's really that simple. So anyways, as I was saying, guys, when you realize that you're in control of your future because there's nobody telling you, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that, or I didn't do this, right? You're not chasing people, which is really nice. Again, with digital marketing, guys, there's no bothering friends and family. There's no messaging strangers on all the social medias and saying, hey, are you interested in a business opportunity? Or, hey, I saw this and I see you're doing it too. None of that stuff, guys. That's just creepy as far as I'm concerned. This system teaches you how to bring your ideal customer to you. So they find you and they're like, hey, I'm looking for something just like you have to offer, which is really nice. Now, another thing that I love about this, that it is really just a 2-hour blueprint. Can you imagine, guys, getting up in the morning and working 2 hours, focused hours, and then having the rest of the day to do with as you want, right? Whether it's to spend time with the family, whether it's picking up a hobby that you've been putting off, whether it's traveling, spending time with the family, spending time with the kids, grandkids. Think about it. What would you do with all that extra time? And what I like about it is that it works around your busy schedule. Excuse me. So even if you've got a full-time job, which 99% of us do when we start an automated online business, we have full-time jobs, we have full-time lives, right? We can all find 2 hours throughout a day, whether it's an hour here, an hour there, it does not matter, right? As long as you're committed to saying, I will find 2 hours every single day to build this business. Now, another thing, guys, I've been talking about this business and building it. Let me tell you, the training is by far the very best that I have ever seen in everything that I've ever done. There is so much training here to teach you all the things that you need to do so that you can be successful in this business. Okay. You're going to go through training. You're going to become a certified reseller of our products so that, it gives you that oomph, that extra where people say, oh, okay, so you're certified. So you know what you're talking about. That's great. It's going to give you that extra bit of, hey, I know what I'm doing kind of attitude. Now, there's so much here, guys. Excuse me. You're going to love the training. Speaking of that, guys, we have a community of over 55,000 people now from all over the world who are doing this business. Okay, now think about that. If 55,000 people from all over the world are doing this, so can you. Okay, it doesn't matter your background. It doesn't matter, your age. We have people from 18 to 80 who are doing this and are killing it, right? So if they're doing it, why can't you? There's no reason that you can't do this. That's the beauty of this business, right? I don't care if you speak perfect English, broken English, if you speak 3 other languages, great. You know what? We're on the internet. We're worldwide. So maybe you do speak another language. Well, can you imagine the people you reach and your foreign tongue, whatever it is, whatever languages you speak? Like when you start to realize the power of the internet and the power of digital marketing, there's no reason not to get excited, right? I get excited every single day when I get to talk about this with you and share this opportunity. We have people who are, coming in here and are just slaying it, whether it's in their first month, first 6 months, it doesn't matter, right? There's no reason why you can't be successful in this business. Okay. And, I've heard, oh, well, you've got all this experience. You're going to be good at this. I can't do that. Let me tell you something, guys. You're looking at a guy who barely got through high school, who's dyslexic and is just the same as you and anyone else, right? So if I can figure this out, guys, so can you. Honestly, there is no secret to this other than committing yourself to the 2 hour blueprint. Now, I've talked about this blueprint. What is it? You're thinking, well, you're going to get a copy of it when you go to the link in my bio and you click on it and you put your email in. You're going to get an email from me. It's going to be the 10K and 30-day blueprint. It's going to show you exactly what we do so you can focus in on those 2 hours and do these activities to be successful. Okay. That's the beauty of all this. Now, if you're ready and you're serious about wanting to make some changes and you're like, okay, this is what I need to do. This is what I've been looking for. Awesome, guys. This is the perfect place for you. Honestly, I can't think of a better place for anyone than right here, right now with the Legacy Builder program. Okay. Don't let that, "Oh, I'll do it later" thing happen. Okay. Too many times people will see this and say, yeah, I'll look at that later. You know what? From personal experience, later never comes, right? You'll always find an excuse, right? All excuses are created equal in this world, guys. So either you say, yes, I'm going to do this, or you say, no, you're not. Don't say you're going to put it, oh, I'll look at it later, because later doesn't happen, right? So I hope you found this interesting. I'm hoping that you found this helpful. And if you have any questions, guys, feel free, reach out, message me. I'm always here to help. And I look forward to working with you. I look forward to helping you build the legacy that you so rightly deserve. To maybe walk away from your job, maybe call the boss one day and say, hey, guess what? I'm not coming back. I'm done. Or being able to, reach out and help the kids or the grandkids and not even think twice about it. Maybe pay off your debts faster. Whatever your reasons are, guys, you have your reasons. And now you have a solution. So, guys, one more time, just so you can say I didn't tell you. Remember, go to the link in my profile, click on it, put your email in, then watch the 3 videos, and make sure that you watch for that email I told you about. Now, sometimes it does like to show up in spam and junk. So if you don't see it right away, do me a favor, just make sure you check your spam and your junk. So if it's there, mark it as safe so you continue to get the emails I'm going to be sending you, because I'm going to send you a lot of great information, stuff that will help you go, okay, that answers that question. Anyways, guys, that's it for today. I hope you're having an awesome one, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care. All right.